Hello everybody. So this is a session recorded for Sanjay Kadawat finishing school, and this is going to be the third session in personal grooming. So we have learned in a first session and a second session regarding the skin and hair. So what is your skin basically? Why do we need to use a sunscreen? And what are the benefits that we get when we use a regular sunscreen? What are the steps of our daily skincare routine? So these things were covered in our first video. In a second video, we have covered everything about hair, the texture of the hair, the type of the hair, what is the hair growth cycle, and all those things. In today's video, which is the third session, we are going to learn something about the home care remedies that we can do for our skin and hair. So, as I am saying this, I would like to tell you something. So, there are two different things. One is a cosmetologic treatment, and the second one is a home care remedy. If you're talking about a cosmetologic treatment, so that has to be done perfectly with the recommendation of a dermatologist or a cosmetologist or an aesthetician. You have to go and take a professional help for that. However, when we talk about home care remedies, so there are few tidbits that we can do at home with all the ingredients and products that are available for us easily at our home. And trust me, these work wonder. But there is one thing that you really need to have with home care remedies is patience. So I want to prepare your mind even before we start with this session, that if you're a person who wants to opt for home care remedies, we really need to have patience, but we also need to have the trust that it is going to work for us. So if we are ready with that mindset, then the entire journey further gets much easier. But if we are someone who are looking for a quick result, maybe, or maybe we do not have a long duration or a span of time in our hand, so it's always better to seek a professional help in terms of your skin and hair. That is, you can visit your trichologist or your dermatologist, and then they will be the right person to guide you according to your needs. Okay, so now when we talk about home care, it is about all the products that we have in our house. It can be all about those tips that our ancestors might have given us at some point of time, or some things that we are just listening around every single day. We always hear this is good for skin, this is good for hair, but then we do not do it, we do not try it. So this is the time that we have to actually step into it and try doing it. We see over the videos every single time. We're just scrolling the Instagram nowadays, and we're just seeing that people are doing this that, but we are not at all willing to step into it and practice it or do it. So this is what we are going to learn, and how do we need to do that. Just for a quick revision, we have learned about the skin regeneration, the regeneration of the cells that takes place in the layers of the skin. How they from we have seen that from nice, flushy, juicy, watery grapes, how they tend to become the flat raisins and then shed off from our body. So we have seen the regeneration. After that, we've seen the about the ultraviolet rays. How do they harm us? How where are they found, and why is it important to apply sunscreen? As well as we've also seen what SPF sunscreen that we should be using, what are the protection against factors that should be there in your sunscreen, what are the terms that you need to see in your sunscreen and your products. So we've studied at depth about the pH level of the skin also. So we have also studied about skin care routine, so which is known as the CTMS, which is cleansing, toning, moisturizing, and sunscreen, which is very important. If you are a person who has some particular kind of a issue or a treatment that you're undergoing through, so then you include those serums, those spot treatments, and your eye treatments into your skincare routine, which is a really a good thing. So you need to understand what is the order that you have to follow when it comes to your skincare routine sessions. Going ahead, we saw that what is the day care routine and the night care routine. Day care routine includes a cleansing, toning, moisturizing, and sunscreen, whereas your night care routine should include your cleansing, toning, moisturizing, your serum or your night cream, and yeah, that's it. So that is the important part of your daily skincare routine. Then we saw about the types of skin. We have four different types of skin, which is a normal skin, a dry skin, a combination skin, and an oily skin. So we saw how do we determine what skin type do we have, and how do we understand what type of a skin is yours and what products you need to use according to it. So if it's a dry skin product, then what products you need to use? You need to use more of your hydrating products. If you have oily skin, then you need to use products that will control the oil secretion from the glands. So that is what we learned about the oily skin. The combination skin, you need to check on the products that it is written from oily to combination, from normal to dry, and you need to check what type of your skin is and what are the products that are going to suit you. So, and how to determine the skin type, that also we've seen in the first session. So let's go ahead. What is a normal skin type? It is not too dry and not too oily. Normal skin has few imperfections. Number two, they serve with no severe sensitivity, means there's no redness all over the face, or there's no acne, there's no cystic acne. So it does not have a severity or a sensitivity over the areas. It barely has visible pores, and it has a radiant complexion. So this is how we determine if we have a normal skin. If we do not have imperfections, or if we do not have a lot of sensitivity, if the dryness is not too much, if the oil is not too much, and there are barely pores visible over a skin, and if our skin is just glowing with complexion, then yes, we have a normal skin tone type. And what is a dry skin type? A dry skin type is almost have invisible pores. That means we cannot see the pores on them. It's dull, it's rough complexion, it has red patches, that means a little bit of sensitivity. Your skin is less elastic. You always feel that there's no hydration in your skin. Where And the fifth one, there are more visible lines. So visible lines means the lines that we have on our forehead, near our eye area, that is known as the crow's feet, then the frown line, the laugh line. So all these are the lines that are visible in the dry skin, because the skin has lost the moisture content, the hydration, and that is the reason it has lost its elasticity. And that's why we see these lines all over our face. So, what are the masks that we can use for a dry skin? That is what we are going to learn. So, over here, if we see, as I told you already, dry skin needs a lot of hydration. It will be needing a lot of soothing products. It will be needing a lot of anti-inflammatory products. It will be needing a lot of fatty products, in the sense which are really thick, which will give you the moisture lock kind of a feeling. So these are the products that you need to use. So when we talk about all hydration, nourishment, all, the first thing that comes to our mind is water. First of all, drink a lot of water. After that, these are the products that you can include in your home care remedies. Again, as I have told you earlier, that you really need to be patient with all these things and you need to follow it. So what are we going to do for dry skin? First of all is oil can be one type of hydration for the skin. Second thing can be the coconut oil, because it has saturated fatty acids. Third can be oat milk, because it has antioxidants. After that can be milk, there can be banana, there can be honey, there can be aloe vera, and there can be petroleum jelly that we can use. This is some of the masks that I personally recommend for a dry skin person, which includes a banana, raw honey, and then yogurt. All these things, if you see in the mask, honey over here, as it says, it has healing and anti-inflammatory properties, which means the sensitivity that is there on the dry skin, the this itch in it, or the stretching that you're feeling, is calmed because of raw honey. Yogurt, on the other hand, is very, very rich in uh, fatty acids as well. So that is the reason it gives you the moisture content that is required to the skin. It will give you all that elasticity that is required to bind your skin together again. So that is the reason. And also yogurt is a dairy product, and hence it will also give you that glowing look that you want from your mask. And then the banana, of course, over there will be most moisturizing, because it contain the water content in the banana is, we all know that it is high, and that is the reason we need to squeeze the banana with all these ingredients, which is honey and yogurt. Make a mask, leave it on your face for 15 minutes, and just rinse it off with cool water. Trust me, girls, it is really going to be more hydrating. Apply this mask at least once a week. If you can go ahead and do it twice, that's okay. See, dry skin, we can do a scrub also. So you can use your scrubs once in a week to remove the dead skin layer that is accumulated on the face, and keep your skin more moisturized with serums, with moisturizers, with nourishment. Use a toner, use a good face wash that includes creme, or any hydrating face washes. Go for more of hydrating or creamy texture face washes, which will be really great for dry skin. Then we are going to talk something about oily skin. Now, what is a oily skin? Lots and lots, almost of the people have oily to combination skin, because of the lifestyle that we are living in, the intake of the food that we have, and the type of routine that people in today's life are following. We mostly tend to fall into oily to combination skin, because there's a lots and lots and lots of junk already into the body that the body is trying to throw out. But and that is the reason we feel that nowadays we see a lot of breakout issues, we see a lot of oily skin issues and acne issues that people are facing. So yes, that is the main reason for your oily and the combination skin type. So how do you recognize if your skin is oily? So if you have enlarged pores, so enlarged pores in the sense, you can literally see the visible pores on the face of a person who has a oily skin. They have a dull and a shiny thick complexion. You can it is visible that the skin is thick, it is visible that there are pores, it is visible that there are blemishes, it is really visible that there are blackheads. So any skin which has a lot of oiliness, blackheads, pimples, so all these things combine together, and it makes it a oily skin. And one good thing about oily skin is that we do not age very soon. Dry skin tends to age very soon, whereas oily skin tends to age a little slower than the dry skin, because the water, the oil, the moisture content is high in our skin type. But that doesn't mean that we do not need moisturizers. We do need moisturizers as well. So whenever, so for an oily skin also, the routine is same. Your cleansing, your toning, the moisturizing, and the sunscreen is the most important. What we have to include in our daily skincare routine is the treatment that we need to take for our acne if we have, or the oil glands, with the oil, the control, to control the oil glands. If you're taking any treatment, if we are taking any treatment for the under eyes, we really need to take care of that in our daily skincare routine. Oily skin tends to look dull because the oil accumulation on the face gives that dark patch, and that is the reason we feel that our skin is getting very dull. When we wash our face for a while, we feel that it's really fresh, and after a while it starts getting dull, right? So that is because the oil accumulation starts. And now why does the oil accumulation starts immediately? As soon as you wash your face, your pores are open. If you do not use a toner, the pores are still open. So your skin does not understand that now, as the skin has been washed, the natural oil has been removed. So it and if you have not applied any moisturizer, or you have not given any moisturizer or a toner to the skin, so the skin does not understand if it has to produce more hydration, if it has to produce more oil, in which case it starts producing excessively, and that is the reason it pours out excessively. So a lot of also washing your face a lot of times in a day is also not good, but not at all washing your face is also not good. So if you're an oily skin person, you can wash your face at the least twice a day, and immediately after you wash your face, apply your toner and your moisturizer, which will be a lifesaver and a changing game for you. Trust me, you can do this. What are the types of ingredients that we can include in a home care remedy for acne? So now, as we said, or oily skin, not acne but oily skin, as we said, that dry skin needs a lot of hydration. So oily skin needs a lot of matte finish look. That means it should help us to remove the oil, to remove the unnecessary hydration from the skin. So what are the products that help the oily skin? So the first thing is cinnamon powder. It itches, but I'll tell you, it works wonders. So cinnamon powders, turmeric, multani mitti, as always we have heard from the grandparents, gram flour, that is basin, rose water, honey, aloe vera gel, and egg whites. These are the ingredients that we can use for an oily skin. Why so? If you can see, our the dry skin mask had all hydrating products like banana, milk, yogurt, and all those things. But if you see in the dry skin, it is all a base and setting products, right? Which is going to help the skin to be firm, to remove the excess oil that is the skin is producing, and flush it off. And that is the reason we have all these base products like multani mitti and basin and all those things. So you can go ahead and use this pack for yourself, which will really give you that oil free look that we need. And you can use this mask twice daily, girls. And I cannot really stress how important it is for an oily skin also to use moisturizer and masks at least twice a week, because only then you can control the so only then you can control the procedure or the process that your skin is undergoing every single day. And then there's no dirt accumulation. Being an oily skin person, we cannot scrub our skin a lot, because then it will tend to break out more. So what we can do is, the mask that we apply can be used as scrub. So whenever you're applying a mask, when you want to remove it, damp your hand, make your circular motions as directed, and remove it like this, and then you can wash it off. What happens over here is, the particles that are there maybe in your mask can act as a mild scrub for you and help you flush off any dead cells if remaining. So this is what we can do for oily skin type as a home care remedy. My favorite mask has always been an egg white and cinnamon powder. So if you mix that and apply it, but do it at night, okay, most of the times, because cinnamon is too hot for the skin, and it itches. So make sure that you are at your calm when you're doing it. So you can take an egg white and take your cinnamon powder, 1 tablespoon, just beat it up and apply to the skin, leave it on till it dries, and then you can just wash it off. This works magical with acne spots, with acne as well as oily skin. Or else you can go ahead and use honey, lemon, and egg white. Egg white, again, as I'm saying, has drying properties, and that is the reason it will help you to control the oil. Honey, as again said, has healing and anti-inflammatory properties, which will help you heal the acne, which will help you soothe out any redness that is there on your skin. And lemon, being a citric acid, it will always help you to get that radiant look that your skin needs. So we cannot use milk or curd for us. So that is the reason we can use a citric acid over here in place of milk. So there we are using lactic acid, and here we are using citric acid. So that is the difference that is there in the dry and the oily skin products. So this is so yes, we need to go ahead and follow these steps for our oily skincare routine. So now what is a combination skin then? So a normal skin, we saw that it does not have any blemishes, dryness or oiliness. And then a dry skin has a lot of stretching, lots of hydration, there are no pores over there. And in an oily skin, you can see visible open pores, you can see blemishes, acne, and there's a lot of thickness and dullness all going all over the face, and a lot of oiliness. What is a combination skin? A combination skin is a skin where parts of your skin is dry and part of your skin is oily. Saying that, it can be your T-zone and your cheek area. So your T-zone can be oily and your cheek area can be dry, or it can be vice versa. Your T-zone can be dry and your cheek area can be oily. So that type of skin is known as a combination skin. How do you determine? I've already shared with you in your first sessions. So if you have a combination skin, then you will see that you have pores visible. You have visible pores at least, which are larger in some areas. Then you see that there are few blackheads, whiteheads, or on some parts of the face. And then sometimes you see that there's some shiny skin all around going. Sometimes you feel that there's a lot of dryness. So all these factors together make a combination skin. What are the products that you can use for combination skin? So now, as I have told you, normal skin can be treated with any product. You can just go ahead and use your hydrating products for a normal skin also. But when you have to deal with a dry skin and an oily skin, then you need to be very particular about the products, that you need to use these products for the dry skin and these products for the oily skin. But when it comes to a combination skin, then it is difficult to tackle, and it is actually very difficult to understand if you have a combination skin. If you have a combination skin, you really need to be very precise that what part of your skin is oily and what part of your skin is dry. You can go ahead and use these products, which can be apple, milk, honey, cucumber, egg whites, lemon juice, yogurt, tomatoes. So if you can see, the products put over here in the combination skin are a mixture of dry skin as well as oily skin. So you really need to understand what part of your skin is dry, what part of your skin is oily, and apply that mask in that area. Nowhere in the book it is written that you need to apply one single mask to the entire face. You can go ahead and use the mask according to the area, according to the according to what is necessary for your skin. If my T-zone is oily, I'll go ahead and apply my oily mask on my T-zone. If my cheeks are dry, I'll go ahead and hydrate my cheeks, right? So that is how you have to understand if you have a combination skin, and if you have so, then you have to bifurcate your masks accordingly. Or else you can always go ahead with egg whites, your coffee powder, your honey. You can just, for a combination skin, this really works good, and it works great with me also, and I always recommend it to my students. It can be your coffee, your aloe vera gel, your honey. Mix it up. If you have rose water, you can just put it for that smell or something. But these three ingredients mixed together, just apply it and leave it on for 15 minutes and wash it off. You will really see how good glow it gives you, how good oil control it does, and it does not dry on your skin. It is a bit moist even after the 15 minutes are over. It does not completely dry over your skin, so giving you a lot of hydration at the same time. So yes, this mask has really worked wonders for me, which is coffee, aloe vera and your honey. And I swear on this mask, on if I have a function to attend or anything to do, the only savior mask that I have got, yes, we get those sheet mask. If you have that handy, nothing good than that. But if you do not have that handy, then you can please go ahead and make this mask, which is coffee, aloe vera and honey. and just leave it on for 15 minutes and you're good to go. You will get that radiance immediately as soon as as soon as you have applied the mask. So this was about the combination skin also. Here are few masks that you can see, which are there for glowing skin, to get rid of oily skin, to tighten and firm your skin, to clear up your acne, to health for a healthy skin, to brighten the skin, to clear the skin, or to clear the blackheads. So considering what is your problem or what is your concern in that case, you can go ahead and apply this mask and try them. See, our skin is different every single time, okay? Every single whether our skin changes. Always invest in small products. I will always suggest that you buy small products first. The trial packs that we get, always go and take the trial packs first, see how it is working with your skin, and then go and buy the bigger products. I am not into a much favor of buying or the bigger bottles or products for your skin, because in winter your skin changes, your summer skin changes, the skin keeps on changing. You need to keep on changing your skincare routine according to the type of skin that you have. You cannot continue one product for the entire year. No, that is a seriously no. So you have to understand what your skin type is at what time point of time, and then accordingly you need to switch on the products, on the mask, and on the skincare routine that you are doing. So this was all about skincare routine. There's something I would like to discuss about in length today is dark circles. There, a lot of us have this problem, and we are facing this, and we want to get rid of it. But let me tell you something, that we cannot get rid of dark circles. See, we can always lighten the marks. Uh, yes, of course, it can be taken care of by the injectable treatments that are available in the market. But somewhere down the line, we have to accept it that we cannot vanish them away. That is not possible to vanish them away. So we can always lighten. As I already told you at the starting of this video, that there are two types. One is a self treatment that we call home care remedy, and one is seeking a medical help, that is to a dermatologist or the cosmetologist. So two things we can do in terms of dark circles. First of all, we need to understand why do dark circles occur. Dark circles are something that comes through heredity, maybe. Sometimes it is about the lifestyle that we live into, and sometimes it is just about lack of sleep, a lot of exposure towards the screens. So these things also put together for and give us this problem of dark circles. So you really need to understand why do you have the dark circle first. If your dark circles are just normal, or because of your sleep, you have skipped your sleeping habit for 2 days maybe, and then you're getting a dark circle, it is okay, you can get rid of it in a while. If you are a person who has a lot of exposure towards the screen, and that is the reason you are getting dark circles, it can be treated. If it is a hereditary treatment, you really need to seek for a medical help, because the intensity, the deep and the intense the dark circles, the more you need to look for a medical help. See, one thing we have to be very clear about, that we see in this internet and all over the world, apply this for 10 days, this will happen, apply that for 10 days, this will happen. Everybody in the world would have been just flawless maybe, but that doesn't work. I told you, home care remedies needs a lot of patience. If something has took a certain period of time to come, it will take a certain period of time to go. If a baby is to be born, it takes 9 months for the baby to be produced in the womb, and then it comes out, right? It takes an entire lifespan for that baby to raise, to grow old, and then gradually die. In the same manner, if something, it can be your acne, your dark circle, or any pigmentation that I'm talking about, if it has took time to come, it will take time to go. So you really need to be patient with your skin, and I cannot stress enough on that. So if you are a person who feel that your dark circles have come through heredity, if your dark circles are something which are not going even if you're doing a lot of skincares, please go and seek a dermatological help. So when we talk about self treatment, it can be done by applying cold compress under the eyes. It can be done by elevating your head during sleep and getting the adequate amount of sleep and prevent the dark circles. You can use your makeups to hide. You can master you can master your makeup skills and hide your dark circles with your concealers and makeup and just look flawless. So that are few things that we can do by ourselves. But as I told you, hereditary we cannot change. Some things which are internal we cannot change. For that we need medical help. So when we go to take a medical help, it we are always recommended with some peels, chemical peelings, lasers, or maybe some injectables like Botox or fillers and all those things. So these are the things that can be recommended, but all these things have to be done under the guidance of a dermatologist. So you please seek a medical help if you are someone who has that type of dark circles. So what are the causes of dark circles? We'll just quickly brush through it. People often think dark circles are due to tiredness and lack of sleep. Although this can be one cause, there are other reasons of dark circles, such as allergies or natural aging process. Dark circles under the eyes may look purple, to blue to dark brown or black depending on the skin color. So the dark circles will clearly vary according to the skin tone or the skin color that you have. In some cases, dark circles under the eyes can indicate a need of a lifestyle change, such as improvement in the sleep habits or diet. So as I have already emphasized that the lifestyle changes needs to take place, you have to check because of what you are facing this problem. You need to understand why are you getting the problem, only then you can tackle it. One more thing I would like to tell you is keep regular visits to your dermat, keep regular visits to your doctor, and keep checking your body, because your body keeps on giving you indicators that something is going wrong inside. And if you understand that indicator at the earliest stage, it is very easy to cure it rather than to wait till we go to a stage which will be worst and maybe we are not able to cure it later, right? So do not wait till the worst comes. At the first stage, go and visit your doctors and see what is the best that can be done to prevent you from the further damage. It can be your body, it can be your skin, your hair, it can be anything. Self love is most important, so understand that. Understand why have you got the dark circles. So now the remedies for dark circles are home care. As I have told you, there should be your lifestyle changes, there should be more sleep. You can use cucumber, potato, tomato, cold compression. You can use a spoon, keep it in the refrigerator, or take the and put it all over your eye area. You can use tea bags, you can use honey, you can use aloe vera. Do facials, because facials include massage helps to release the toxins out of your bodies, which in turn helps us to give you a glowing skin and and a much better blood circulation. So yes, facials are recommended, so you get that proper massage which will give you a adequate amount of blood circulation. Use antioxidant products, use makeup or your under eye concealers to just hide that small under eyes if you have. Whereas the medical treatment, as I told you, if you search for a dermatological help, they will treat you with some topical creams, some chemical peelings, lasers, fillers, surgeries, dermatological treatment. So that is all we can get to know about the doctors. Then there are some lifestyle changes that you really need to include, that is getting enough amount of sleep, protect from the sun, and do not smoke and no alcohol. So these are few things that we really need to take care of when we consider our skin and our dark circles. So lifestyle changes also includes hydrate yourself, de-stress yourself, exercise 3 times a week, sleep adequately, diet should be followed properly, and your regular skincare routine needs to be at the tip of your game. or else nothing can be changed. If you change yourself every single day, then in a long term you can see that you have been successful to change as a person. But if you're not going to put those small efforts in one single day, the long term will not pay you anything, will not give you any returns. Think that the time that you're investing in your skincare is an investment for yourself that is going to give you returns in the near future. If today in your teenage you're taking care of your skin properly, maybe you might not want to go to the doctors and take those injectables continuously in your skin when you get old, because you've already taken care of your skin when you had to. So this is the game that we really need to understand for our skin and skincare and the home care remedies. And I really hope that you have liked the videos and the information that I have shared. Please share your feedbacks with me. If you have any questions regarding the session, please get in touch with me. I'll be really happy to answer all your questions. And do try these home care remedies, but keep in mind that you really need to be patient when you're doing home care. Patience when you're doing your home care remedies. Do not think that you have applied it today and tomorrow you're going to look different. No, that's not going to happen. It's going to take time. If you have a certain concern or a particular kind of a issue, then please go and seek your dermatologist or consult a cosmetologist or any person who is into this field, who can help you with the proper advice and the proper products that you need to use. So thanks for your attention, ladies and girls, and hope you have a really great time ahead, and be safe in all the pandemic situation, and take care of yourself and your families. We'll catch you in the next session. See you.